line is from Wildcat Championship Wrestling. You can catch her on the WCCW's first ever all-woman wrestling show, which will be contested in an 8-woman tournament to determine the first ever WCCW Chicks Champion. And she is one of the 8 participants in the tournament. This is her second time being interviewed by me. This time on the phone, Hayley Shadows is joining me right now. What's going on, Hayley?
Not too much. Kentucky's having crazy rain, so I just got rained on and whatever. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Oh, good. And it was very nice to see you last week at Moonlight Comics. You did autographs, you did a meet and greet, took pictures and things like that. And then you had WCCW later that night, so you definitely had a busy Saturday. But now you about to be part of history tomorrow night. WCCW Wildcat Championship Wrestling, first ever women's show. Chicks Championship will be determined in a tournament, and you being quite the favorite for WCCW for quite some time as far as the women's goes. How does it feel to be part of WCCW's first ever women's show tomorrow night?
It's a really big honor, actually, because, again, WCCW has never done something along the lines of this. So being able to be in a tournament such as this and to actually fight for a championship, which I haven't done yet. So I definitely feel like I have to conquer that for sure. But, no, they made it official a couple weeks ago that I'm not only one of the contenders, but I'm one of the first people in the first match. So that's kind of nerve-wracking in itself, so I don't get to necessarily watch the competition. I kind of have to step out there and do my thing in the first match and hope all goes well and I succeed for the second match and so on and so forth. But no, it's exciting, though, because I haven't been in an all-girls tournament like this, like a King of the Ring setup situation, so it's nerve-wracking, but at the same time, it's really exciting. So, I mean, I'm ready for it, so I just hope the other girls are.
But for you, Hayley, in order to win this championship, you will have to compete in 3 matches. Now, you obviously have wrestled 1 match, and maybe you've wrestled 2 matches before, but how do you feel about the possibility of having to go through 3 matches in order to win your first WCCW championship?
Well, I've thought about that a lot because I plan on winning my first match and then eventually winning my second and then my third, because I have that mindset that losing is not an option. So I've gone into this as a war or a battle, however you want to call it, but I've thought about it. And I've been in 2 matches in one night before. I've done that on a few different occasions, but actual 3 singles matches against 3 different competitors. It's nerve-wracking because you know that you're going to be already exhausted, you're going to be tired, and like you just want to get the match over with, you want to win. But at the same time, if the championship wasn't on the line, I mean, I would still take it seriously. But at the same time, I wouldn't take it on a serious note if I lost. Now, since the championship is on the line, I'm taking it very seriously. And again, losing isn't an option for Hayley Shadows. So knowing that more than likely, as long as everything goes in my favor and there's no cheating involved and everything like that, I'll be at 3 matches. So it's nerve-wracking, but at the same time, I'm excited for it. And I love challenges, and I love different things that people can throw at me. So knowing that there's a really good possibility of me being in more than 1 match excites me. So I love what I do. So the more matches, the better.
You got the attitude of what it takes to be a champion. So that's good to hear, Hayley. So just so that WCCW fans won't get mad at me, I do have the poster in front of me, the poster that you autographed. And here are the ladies that are confirmed: Roxy Starr, Lexi Green, Hayley Shadows. Coming all the way back from Japan, Crazy Mary Dobson, Heidi Lovelace, Amazing Maria, and Mistress Burgundy. Those are your 7 confirmed female that will be competing in the tournament. And I'm assuming they have a bracket set up as who's facing who in the opening round, but considering you're going to be in the opening match, you don't know who your opponent's going to be. That definitely makes things even more challenging, but I believe you can hold your own. I mean, you're Hayley Shadows, for crying out loud. I see what you're capable of, so you're good. You're good. So for people that want to check this show out, they could go to 101 Hilltop Drive at Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. The seats are $8. Doors open at 6 o'clock. The meet and greet is at 6:30 p.m. and bell time is at 7:30. So before you can see Hayley compete, you can actually meet with her, take some pictures, sign some autographs, things like that, and along with the rest of the ladies. And I don't know who's the 8th person is going to be. I don't think you know what the 8th person is going to be, but I'm sure WCCW come up with something. And if not, then I guess whoever the number 1 seed is probably gonna have a first round bye. I think because you're gonna be in the opening match. I don't know. Maybe you should get the first round bye. I mean, you of all the people, you and Lexi are probably the longest running WCCW people. Everyone else comes from time to time, but I'm guessing to avoid the 3 matches. In case they don't have an 8th person, maybe you get the first seed or first round bye or something. I mean, come on, they gotta give you something to work with.
No, that's understandable, and I mean I appreciate that. I do, but no, the first match is actually confirmed with me. I am actually challenging Lexi, so all the other matches are at random, so we don't know who we're facing and everything. So after I beat Lexi, she's not going to stand a chance against me in this tournament. I'm going to squash her because that championship is mine. But long story short, after Lexi's out of the picture, yeah, I don't know who I'll be facing, and neither will anyone else. But as for a pass, I mean, yeah, it'd probably be easy on my body and everything, but at the same time, I feel like I would appreciate the championship more, and the fans would definitely appreciate and respect and honor me more, knowing that I worked so hard, because I've been in WCCW for almost a year now, and there hasn't really been a women's championship in present in my face. So knowing that it's there now, I'm hungry. So I want them to throw everyone at me just so I can dominate and take over and have that championship be mine. So, I mean, I'd appreciate a pass. I would, but at the same time, I'm hungry. So an extra match is no big deal.
Oh, that will be a good way to kick off the show. You versus Lexi, considering the rivalry between you two. I mean, y'all both been on both ends, the heel and the baby face, vice versa. And seeing that WCCW is bringing back the women division, and they're not calling it the women's championship, they're calling it the Chicks Championship. That's CHIXX. Interesting. I guess would you be prefer as a chick champion or a woman champion? I don't know.
Personally, I like the Chicks name just because women's is so common, and you hear it a lot, and you hear like the women's division and women's championship and women's wrestling, and I mean, yeah, we're all women, but I guess just the punk hipster in me, I guess, likes the whole Chicks name, and it fits me, so I don't have to worry about anyone else having that championship. So having like the Chicks champion, Hayley Shadows, that I think that fits a lot better than the women's champion. It's too common for me. So Chicks definitely stands out. I dig it.
Well, if you're satisfied with it, then so am I. Then, yeah, Chicks. It sounds fitting. It sounds badass. it feels like WCCW really wants to bring this division back, shake things up a little bit. So, if you're happy with the Chicks Champ division, then I'm okay with it. I just wish I was able to check out WCCW more often. I know you are a regular there. You go there um, for a lot, and I know you've been wrestling in Tennessee and other areas. The last time I got a chance to see you wrestle in person was the Vicious Vixen show at Georgetown. You competed in the Battle Royal, and you also competed in a triple threat match against Ray Lynn of OVW and Puerto Rican Princess Myra. Um, what was that like being part of Vix's Visions 4?
That was another spot where I had more than one match in one night, and the battle royal was interesting because I've been in a few different battle royals with women and with women and men. So, I mean, that in itself, I mean, I was kind of used to the atmosphere, but it was also all different females in the ring. But as for having that match, and as I recall, I was the first girl to be called out for that battle royal. So that itself was just bad luck on my part. But I guess in every tournament or battle royal situation, Hayley Shadows is always first. So I guess the first is the best and all that. So I understand. But as for being in the triple threat, that was interesting because both of the competitors that I went against, they are completely opposite from me. I mean, we have one that's Puerto Rican and comes out with a chihuahua, and then we have one that looks like Miley Cyrus and twerks. And then there's Hayley Shadows that's tattooed and bangs her head to screamo music. So, I mean, it was definitely interesting because when you have competitors in the ring that you can't necessarily relate to, it's hard to know what's going through their mind. So it's hard for you to try to focus on what to do when one's trying to put their ass in your face and then the other one's trying to like headbutt you. It's very hectic, and I've never been in a triple threat match before, so that was also very hectic. But yeah, I think Ray Lynn cost me that match actually because she's ditzy and in her own bubbly little world, and I tried, like, we're friends, but I tried to get her out of the way, but then ended up costing me the match or whatever. So. But I'm not too bummed about it, but it was a good experience being involved with another company and being able to travel a little bit and work with different females. I'm always down to, kick other females' ass. So as long as Hayley Shadows' face and name gets out there, I'm not too worried. But no, it was a good experience, and hopefully I'll be in the triple threat again and be with different females. So it's all good.
I enjoyed that match. It was very entertaining, and Wei Lin with her bubbling and twerking self, and you got Myra looking like a Puerto Rican Paris Hilton with her dog, and
right.
You had you with your tattoos and your face paint and just rock music, and I mean it was a cultural shock to say the least, and I enjoyed the show overall. I was happy to see you there. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself overall. So Hayley, in addition to the Chick Show tomorrow night, you have any other upcoming shows outside of WCCW you have coming up?
After this show, I have a few in Tennessee. The dates in itself aren't booked yet, but because summer's coming and it's nice weather, I like driving around and going to different shows. But Tennessee is definitely on the horizon for me, and I'm trying to get over in Ohio because I haven't wrestled in Ohio yet. So, I mean, I keep it updated on my Facebook. So, I mean, there's different dates and stuff, but yeah, I'm focused on this championship, and then after that, just see where it goes and see where me and this championship reign or whatever takes place, and we'll see what happens. But Tennessee and hopefully Ohio will be on my next list because I haven't wrestled there yet, so that's a goal of mine.
Oh, Ohio will be incredible. They got some stellar organizations and some babes chicks. Heather Owens, Nevaeh. I think Jessica Havoc lives there. I'm not sure, but I'm sure she's got other things going on. She's been going through some tough times right now. Um, but yeah, Ohio for you, yeah, go for it. Yeah, make that happen. Ohio Wrestling Companies, book Hayley Shadows pronto. That's all I got to say. Well, Hayley, it was great chatting with you. Nice seeing you at Moonlight Comics. I hope you got your free comic books last week. I know I did.
Yeah, I did. I stocked up. I got some SpongeBob comics and stuff, so SpongeBob is my man. So I had to hook myself up for sure.
Wow, SpongeBob? Word?
Yeah, yeah, SpongeBob's the man.
Okay, I got you. I got you. I'm more of a. I got the Spider Man and the Street Fighter and some other comics. I mean, it's cool to talk to a fellow nerd, and that just makes things even better because they don't understand us nerds. People don't understand what we are. We are our own breed, if you will. So, and the fact that you are a wrestler and I'm a wrestling fan, I guess that just makes us connect in some weird kind of fashion. But anyway, Hayley, good luck tomorrow night. I will be there. I got my ticket. I'm good to go. And thank you for being on the show. Great interviewing you again. And again, I'll see you tomorrow night in Lawrenceburg.
All right. Well, thank you very much for having me on your show again. It's always a pleasure. And hopefully you'll have a good time at the show and you'll see the Shadows take over and it'll be a good time.
All right. You have a great night, Hayley.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was Hayley.